done enough, you can't.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks leader at quarterback. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Norm Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Seahawks and the Rams on Thursday night primetime.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Commanding this unit will be the 6'2 quarterback out of BYU. It's Taysom Hill.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Hill. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Some of the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Pass complete as a counter with it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one to Ezekama. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Let's go now.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Caught on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. To throw again on second down. Hill flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Booker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. So even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Seahawks fairly strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 54 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles, and they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit.
Which tells his defense, don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let him put some points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man in.
And the Rams got it. They bring it down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 2nd and very short, Hill. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Hill on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30. Hill's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Hill. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They already had the early lead, and they did the interception tries, and now they have 3 more with the field goal.
They're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Olave holds it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready, set.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hill. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A carry here for Hunt. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Hill now operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Hill again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And that's the first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Okay, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass complete as a combo with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
tackle. 3-3.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
With a heavy set out there, three tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That pass caught, it's Williams. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll throw now on the final play. Caught on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we are off to a no break needed, let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Being chased out left. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. 2nd down and 7.
Right, 97.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Eric Ezukama, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Eric Ezukama closed things out with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Hill. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the option going right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands?
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Chris Olave from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, it's Hill. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. Hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. Play fake. Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Here's Hill. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Hill is picked off by another Hill. It's Daxton Hill who's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have pulled it off. Instead, it's a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Hill throwing once more. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ian Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Rams are back within a score.
extra point by Booker is on target. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to roll now. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
There's McCole Hardman as he brings his offense onto the field yet again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games?
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He completes it to Olave. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
52 blaster.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for a red flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The football going back to the Rams now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
From just shy of midfield, Hill. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
Defense just simply can't get off the field. How important that down is for both sides of the ball. you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 22 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out,
and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hill's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. To the air again. Hill. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Hill. Completes it again to Gage. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on third and 2. On first down, Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. They run again with Hunt. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Baker is on target. They're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 211 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually...
And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point goes up. Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe... the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Olave, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Rams 37. Daniel Carlson set to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hill on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here we go.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
On third down, here's
now the ball comes loose.
Brees Hall, the ball carrier. Trouble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact... So
After
that
reviewing
would
the play,
overturn.
ruling on the
So
field
the
is
knee
reversed.
was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week